Hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today, standard 2022 Orzhov Angels on the recommendation of a commenter over on YouTube. Deck looks super sweet, super powerful, and it's playing a whole bunch of angels, so gotta try it out. Before I get into the deck and talk just a little bit about it, I want to talk a little bit about Historic. Historic is certainly the format that I have made the most videos for on my channel, and it is the format that I enjoy the most on Arena. However, Historic Horizons coming out in just a few weeks, and it's going to be introducing a ton of new powerful cards into the format. And I think I just want to put Historic on the back burner for now because I believe the format is going to be completely unrecognizable once that new set comes out. So for now, I want to focus on Standard 2022 for, I don't know, the next 4 or 5 videos and just enjoy some of the decks that I haven't tried out yet in this pretty awesome format. Also, you'll notice in my personal life, my background looks a little bit different. I have successfully moved. I have landed and gotten all comfortable. I'm filming on my laptop now instead of my PC. This is actually the first video that I am making, so I'm not sure how the lighting or sound will work, but hopefully things are going smoothly. Also going to put the fancier intros on the back burner because they're kind of a pain to make when I'm on my laptop. So for now, just going to keep it simple. All right, now let's talk a little bit about this deck. Orzhov Angels is actually only playing 3 angel creature cards, playing 4 copies of Youthful Valkyrie, 4 copies of Righteous Valkyrie, no surprise there, and 2 copies of Legion Angel in the main board. Also 2 copies of Legion Angel over in the sideboard that we can go and fetch when we play out our Legion Angels. Now I have seen some decks play a split of 1 and 3 in the main board and sideboard, but I like the idea of going 2 and 2 just in case something happens to that first Legion Angel. I don't like having my Legion Angels over in the sideboard stranded there. Next, we are making a whole bunch of angels, bunch of 4/4 token flying vigilance angels with Starnheim Unleashed. For the most part, you can expect this thing to make 1 or 2 tokens. Sometimes it does get out of control and make 3 or 4, but I think those are kind of special cases where something weird has happened in the game. For the most part, 1 or 2 angels is the maximum that I'm going to be aiming for with Starnheim Unleashed. Next, the Retribution Saga 4 CMC also makes a 4/4 angel on the first verse. On the second verse, it gives our angels tap, destroy target creature with power less than this creature's power. This is such an absurd ability, especially when you consider how many of our angels have vigilance. We can attack with these 4/4 vigilant flying angels and then tap them before blockers are declared to destroy pretty much any creatures that our opponents have. Less than our creature's power, so 3 or less, unless we can pop up our angels. Still pretty wild. And then the third verse gives our angels double strike. If our opponent hasn't dealt with our Air Force or with this saga and we hit that third verse, probably the game is over. Next, we are also playing 3 copies of Rampage of the Valkyries. An enchantment for 5 also makes a 4/4 Vigilance Flying Angel, and then it says whenever an angel you control dies, each other player sacrifices a creature. Not particularly good against decks that are going super wide, things like mono white or goblins, because they're always going to have something that they can sacrifice without losing too much of their board state. However, against decks that are going taller with a few creatures, this can be very difficult for our opponent to deal with. We have a few more creatures in the main board. Of course, we're playing 4 copies of Luminarch Aspirant, just a great white creature that can pump up our angels if we get it on the field and let it sit there for a few turns. And then 4 copies of Skyclave Apparition because it's a great removal card, gets anything 4 or less, and also is a 2/2 body, which might become relevant some of the time. Next, the deck is playing a whole bunch of removal. Of course, we're playing 4 copies of Portable Hole. Really good at just getting rid of some small pesky creatures, but more importantly, it's really good for getting rid of these new class cards, especially the Ranger class, which left on the field unchecked can really get out of hand. This is a great way to deal with it. Vanishing Verse also deals with a lot of those class cards, not all of them. For example, the Bard class doesn't get hit by this, but there are a lot of monocolored ones. Also a lot of monocolored threats in the format, so Vanishing Verses in the main board, pretty good to have access to. And then 1 copy of Inscription of Ruin. This thing does a lot. We can make our opponent discard, we can destroy a creature with it, and we can also return a creature like Youthful Valkyrie from the graveyard to the battlefield with the Inscription of Ruin. Then we are playing a couple of man lands. Of course, we're playing 4 copies of Faceless Haven because every deck is playing 4 copies of Faceless Haven right now, I feel like, in Standard 2022. The thing is just absurd. Really wondering what's going to happen with this card going forward. And then also 4 copies of Cave of the Frost Dragon. Maybe we need an extra flyer once in a while. Why not? Anyways, that is the deck. Gonna jump into some games and see how they go. See you over there. All right, well, so during editing, The first game kind of went super funky. Check this out. I've never seen my recordings do this, and yeah, I don't know what to do about it. So game one was scuffed. Got the victory over mono green, but yeah, no gameplay of that one. Next one. All right, match number two. Really happy to get a win over mono green in that first one. Things were looking a little sketchy there at the start, but ended up working out in the end. This hand, you know what? I'm going to keep it. I don't like having two Faceless Havens and no access to black. Hey, there's the black mana. But really, only this is requiring 2 white. It's not too big a deal. And all the white mana coming now. Or black mana, rather. So, put the Starnheim Unleashed over there. And hopefully with Righteous Valkyries on the field, I can get up to 27 life. Although they are an aggro deck. And they are making quite a board. Hate going second against these decks. Just sucks. I'm surprised they put the +1/+1 on the spirit here. Wow, that is 3 swamp draws in a row. No more swamps, please. Kind of would like to see a white source. But Righteous Valkyrie is such an absurd card. I'm not sure how much removal they're playing. They're certainly playing their own copies of Skyclave Apparition. But if we can avoid that for a few turns, if I can get both Righteous Valkyries on the field and then turn 5 Starnheim Unleashed X2, then in business. Gotta survive until then, though. They're hitting me for 8 here. No block. Okay, well, they have all their pieces on the field. Gain 4 life. Can't attack. Am I just dead here? They're gonna hit me for 10. Block. Yeah, I'm dead if they just swing. Hopefully they don't know that. But I don't think there was a whole lot I could have done in this position. They just had like a crazy start, and my first play was turn 3. So, you know, is what it is. Yeah, they just swing. So it doesn't matter what I do. I block. And it's too much damage. I could have blocked the 4/4s. If I had blocked the 4/4s, what does it leave me with? Nothing. So just take the loss. Next one. Okay, match 3. Hopefully don't get just completely destroyed this time. Those mono white decks, they're cool. Actually, that's one deck that I'm certainly going to be playing in a few days. I don't know when I'll be recording it, maybe later today or tomorrow. Still a little bit jet lagged. It was quite the journey, so still dealing with that. Waking up 6, 7 a.m. Can't go to bed until 3 or 4 a.m. It's real brutal. Okay. Yep, go out with the Youthful Valkyrie. So we're going to curve into 2, 3, and then hopefully 4. That'd be real great if I can get the Retribution out on time. However, I do need an untapped white source. And now with Redain, things have certainly changed because my Snowlands are going to be coming in tapped. Okay, so now I'm in trouble. They're going to put the +1/+1 on Redain. They're going to be attacking with 2, 3 power creatures, and I can't do anything about it. Ugh, this white deck. All right, might be another quick one. If this is, yeah. I wonder what the format, you know, I played a number of games, but actually this is the first time I'm seeing so many mono white decks. Yeah, just hopefully this is the last time. That's all I can say. Oh, we're just dead. What do I do? I think Redain is one of those cards that it just needs to be played a whole lot more in Standard 2022. In fact, maybe we should be playing it in this deck. So, I gotta put this here. That sucks. And then like that. And take near lethal damage. It's so expensive. Oh, man. Alright. Okay. That's discouraging, getting just completely destroyed 2 games in a row by mono white. Paladin class, one heck of a card. Yeah. Okay. Match 4. Hoping to rebound. These angels should be a lot more powerful than this. This is ridiculous. I feel completely useless right now. Next one. All right, match 4. Gonna rebound. Gonna bring it back against the Celery Monk. Opening hand looks good. Turn 2, we can foretell the Starnheim and then go into either Righteous Valkyrie or the Apparition. Oh, that changes things. Opponent playing the very, very cool Hive of the Eye Tyrant special art. I wonder if they like black. They might. So, do I want to put out the Luminarch? I think I want to put out the Luminarch. Get some on the field. Make them use their removal on that instead of my Righteous Valkyrie. And then hopefully Righteous Valkyrie into Retribution. Sure, cool. Cave of the Frost Dragon showing up at a little bit of an awkward time. Still, very cool land. Man, this card, I love Skullport Merchant. It is just such a powerful card. And like a 4 body. Fantastic. Yep, it's gonna be the Retribution. No other choice. I don't really want to attack because I don't want to give them access to their learn cards with Eye Twitch, because they're certainly going to get the card that lets them exile my creatures. Give them one of the Skyclaves. I think I do want to hit the Eye Twitch with the Skyclave now that they have 2 Eye Twitches, though. I don't know. Okay. So, certainly I'm going to be killing both of these, and then... yeah. Okay. So swing with the 4/4. If they want to block, they block it. Sure. I'm trying to think if I want to just put out the Unleash, make a 4/4, because I am going to get double strike next turn. So they're going double. Okay. Eye Twitch is one heck of a card too, isn't it? Very, very good uncommons. Yeah, there's the Exile card. So I've got to imagine they're going to be using that on my Righteous Valkyrie. So what I could do is I could just Skyclave Apparition, eat the Eye Twitch, and then that makes it very awkward because they have to exile a creature they control to use the Necrotic Fume. So I think that's probably my best play here. Just kind of cut this card off. It's going to be hard for them to play out a creature and be able to keep up mana to play this out. We get the good game. Oh. Well, it's not over yet. They can still use it. A little bit of a premature good game from the monk. It'd be pretty cool if they use that on the Angel Warrior. I'd be fine. Of course, it's less damage, but I'd rather keep the Righteous Valkyrie around because the Righteous Valkyrie is just an absurd card. Okay. So, let's put out the Aspirant, pump up the 4/4, and then I'm going to foretell the Unleashed next turn. Go out for... make 2 4/4s. That'd be pretty cool. And I don't think the opponent's going to be able to rebound from this now. With 1 card in hand, sure they have Faceless Havens, but they can't even turn... oh, they can turn 1 on now. I did get this the other day. Oh, I didn't want to click on that. Opened the Wednesday... what are they? I can't remember what they call it, but they replaced the F&M with that new thing. Yeah, good game. What's going on? We're getting into an emote war. Okay, give them the hearts. Okay, back on the winning track. Next one. Okay, match number 5. See how it goes. Just no more mono white. That's all. And give us some white lands, please. Cannot keep this one. Ooh. I think I'm actually going to keep both of the Unleashes. Excuse me. All right. So, black. That's good. I got to test out my new emote. As I was saying in the last game. One of my friends who's been playing Arena longer than I have has all of these Hedron emotes. And I'm very jealous of them. Let's get this out. So I was very happy when I opened up this one just yesterday with that midweek madness. That's what it's called. Code. So if you're not getting your midweek madness codes, make sure you're doing that because they do have really cool stuff in them. So non-demon, non-angel. Well, we have angels. So I want to put my Righteous Valkyrie out there. It's going to be vulnerable, but I think that's probably going to be my best bet in the end, especially if I can find the 4th land for Furia's Retribution. If that's how you say it. Nope. So I could put out the other Righteous Valkyrie. I'm going to try attacking first. They might have a Saw It coming. You know what? I don't want to commit my other Righteous Valkyrie to the board yet. I'm going to put out the Youthful Valkyrie. I got to imagine they're playing maybe not Blood on the Snow, but some kind of board-wide Extinction Event, maybe. Not Extinction Event, because that's not... I don't think Extinction Event is in Standard 2022. Paddock's Verdict would be the card. And our deck loses so hard to Shadow's Verdict. So, got to imagine that it's probably coming eventually. 23 life, though. Pretty good. If I can get another 4/4 on the field, then that gives the Anthem with the Righteous Valkyrie. And that could be real big trouble for our opponent. Need to find a second white source, though. And we don't have it. So I could Inscription and make them discard 2 cards. That might not be the worst thing, attacking their hand. I could also just foretell one of these Unleashed. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Yay, everybody's favorite card. Everybody loves that, right? Alrund's Epiphany. Yeah. Should have also expected that one. Oh, this fella. Oh man, I do not like the dog that they make. I think I complained about it in another video. 6/6 is it's just absurd. That being said, I can make it a little bit smaller with my Inscription of Ruin, actually. Let's try to get rid of old Morden Keenan. Sure. Still not great. The dog's still going to be a 4/4 next turn. But at least it's not an 8/8. So what did they get rid of? Test of Talents and Crawling Barrens. Sure.
To control, one must first.
No, it's a 6/6. Yeah. This is a pretty cool card. It's very, very strong. I still think the wording on the -2 is wrong. But as long as they don't have another Elrond's Epiphany, maybe it'll be okay. I need to find that 4th land, though. This is getting ridiculous. So the opponent killed their dog. Whether on purpose or not, I don't know. I got to imagine it wasn't on purpose. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's one way to make this card not so great. Make sure they don't have any cards in hand. Soul Shatter. Sure. Give me a land. Not a land. Well, make 4/4. There are worse things. I'm not too afraid of the -10. It's big, but it's not too bad.
The entire multiverse is my library.
So many Foretold cards. I gotta imagine at least one of them is a solid coming, maybe even 2 of them. So I'm not sure I'll be able to land any cards. Yeah, okay. This is, yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to come back in this game simply because of this. This is a real big problem. Try putting out the Luminarch. A kind of, well, they let it go. All right. So they're up to 3 cards in hand. They can make a 6/6 if they'd want to. That's what I would be doing. Just win with that. But this video is not going so well. I guess this is just a little bit of bad luck on my first go in the new apartment. I expected things to go a little bit better with Angels. The Angels deck, I've gone up against it a couple of times when I have been messing around in Standard 2022, just playing on my own, and it seems always strong. I have another friend that absolutely hates this deck, hates Righteous Valkyrie, hates Retribution. Everything about the deck just annoys him to no end, and I get it. Like it's super strong. That being said, it's not really performing very well for me, is it? And I just realized that I guess I played Luminarch after combat, so I didn't get that +1/+1. A small thing, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal in the grand scheme of this game, because look at this. Here comes a Black Source. Oh, no, it's not Black Source. But it's all I can do, so I'm going to be getting hit for 8 plus the 7 here. Yeah. You got it. You got it.
The entire multiverse is my library.
You know what? I think it's time to just move on. Actually, no, I gotta see the next. I gotta see if I can finally draw the land. I can't Won't be able to live with myself if I don't. Couldn't they have killed me here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It wouldn't have been enough damage, but okay. Wow, deck, really? 17 cards deep. 17 cards deep. Okie dokie. Next one. All right, number 6. Thanks for sticking around this far if you are still here watching. So far, the games have been kind of all over the place. Had a couple good wins, got stomped a few times, got shut out of the game through lands. Getting a little bit of everything in this one. Shambling Ghast, always a good card. Hey. All right, so Luminarch, get on the field, pump yourself up just a little bit. Our friend over here is a fan of the Beholder. Rightfully so. A little bit of a shame that this card doesn't have some kind of animation. That's the reason I'm not really using it. So, throw out the snow-covered swamp, and I kind of want to just eat the painter, because I know the painter can get out of control real fast if they use this treasure to bring in a creature. What is it called? The big dragon. It's the one I'm scared of. Something Predator. I think that's what it's called. Amerstrom. Sounds right. Hard to deal with. Although, with the Skyclave Apparition, that's a good way to deal with it. We'll see if I regret that. Oh, Frostbite. Good on ya. Double block? Alright, well, we got. I didn't think Frostbite was on the menu. Noggin Fogger got me. Maggie. Okay, Starnheim Unleashed, make 4/4. Next turn, going to definitely be putting out the Rampage of the Valkyries. And seeing how the opponent's able to deal with that enchantment. Although they're going to have a lot of wide creatures, you know, something like a Shambling Ghast is really good sacrifice fodder to the Rampage. Do I want to put out the Portable Hole and eat the Magda? Magda's really annoying, and I don't want them getting too much more mana. Yeah. We'll do that. And you know what? I think I'm going to foretell the Starnheim. I'd rather make 2 4/4s next turn than a 4/4 this turn. Okie doke. If I draw a land next turn, I can make 3, right? Super good against the Rampage. There's the land. Okay, I think I'm attacking. I'm probably going to attack Lolth. If they want to double block with the spiders, that's fantastic. If they block with the Goldspan, that's also not too bad. Just one. Okay, let's play into the board wipe. Got to take this opportunity to make 3 4/4s, right? Well, there's the board wipe, right? I actually didn't realize these things had menace. Blood. No. Wow. Expected a blood on the snow. Uh-oh. What do I do about that? I don't want to throw these at Xanathar just being so obnoxious, but I mean, if they, well, they just sacrifice the spiders to the rampage. This card's going to keep them in the game. I don't know if I attack here or not. I don't know. Feeling a little bit defeated. Everything seems to just be getting in the way of my plan here. Do have pretty good man lands, though, so eventually maybe we can start turning those on. Okay. Glad to not be drawing a swamp right now. I don't know why I thought Xanathar was a flyer. It's not a flyer. Yeah. Let's see what we draw. They know that. Yeah, the beholders should fly. I have a friend that rants about the Hive Tyrant card that makes the 3/3 beholder, I think is what it is, but it doesn't fly. Why doesn't it fly? My friend says. And yeah, probably right. Perhaps I should have turned on the Frost Dragon there and attacked in with it. Just kind of getting sloppy right now because a little bit frustrating. It should be going better for me. Things, wow. I don't know if it should be going better. That's fine. They eat my portable hole. Yeah. Alright. Not my portable hole. Am I going to miss lethal now because I didn't attack with the Frost Dragon last turn? Probably didn't deserve to win that one. I think I made a lot of mistakes and I should have played it a little bit tighter if I go back and watch that one. But I need that win, so next one. Okay. Losing track of games, but I believe this one is number 7. Tighten up the gameplay just a little bit after that last one. Hopefully. Okay. Opening hand looks fine. It's a good curve, obviously. Need to find the second white source, but I'm sure the deck is going to not treat me too badly. Been going second a lot, I feel. I don't like that. Well, there's the white source. Hold on to the portable hole for now. Could be the mirror. Probably not the mirror. So, get the aspirant onto the field. I guess just curve out. Let's play the cards. I actually read a Reddit post today of a guy or someone who did an experiment of only playing cards from the left side of their deck. They they would just play out the leftmost card, and apparently I'm not sure if they reached Mythic or not, but they ended up climbing to at least Diamond doing that strategy. I thought it was pretty hilarious. Gotta imagine they're taking a Righteous Valkyrie this time. But I bring that up because the decisions don't seem too hard in this particular game right now. It's just kind of play on curve, play the 2-drop, play the 3-drop, play the 4-drop kind of thing. So, gonna hold back on the aspirant. I don't want to run it into old Paulo here. Oh, that's new. It highlights the card that it taxes. I don't remember it ever doing that. To be expected, a little bit of Vanishing Verse action from our opponent. And we get hit for 3. I wonder... Maybe I just attack here. Let them do the learn, that's fine. I gotta get through that eye twitch one way or another. I could have used Portable Hole on it, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay. So, they get a few cards from that exchange. That's a great little combo. What do I want to do? I think it's probably just Righteous Valkyrie, and then next turn, pending a land, maybe I can go Portable Hole into Skyclave, or if I don't find anything, at least I have the opening of Luminarch plus Portable Hole. Another Vanishing Verse for my second Righteous Valkyrie. Not liking that. A little bit of teeth grinding action. Very annoying. You know what? I think I am going to use this to... I gotta start getting damage through. I think. They might have another Deadly Dispute. They do. I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket, but I want to get in for a big hit here. Especially against a deck that's going to have probably more spot removal. No doubt about that. Mascot Exhibition is going to clam up the board super well. Not this turn, but the next. That's okay. I could put the Skyclave Apparition on the Professor, but I think it's fine just to do this. They're going to chump block the 6/6, take them down to 13, and then probably go out with the Righteous Valkyrie, because I need to be able to start gaining life. So next turn I can go out with the Starnheim, worst case scenario. Hopefully gain 4 through that. There's the Mascot Exhibition, sure, as expected. Yeah. So they have 5 power in the air. I don't mind loading up the Righteous Valkyrie and just going in with that, holding back the blockers. I think it's okay. Okay, really need a land. A land off the top would be just fantastic. Okay. Well, hopefully they take the Skyclave Apparition, which they might be incentivized to do, because it does get rid of one of the Spellbinders. What do you know? Deck is just saying no. Okay. We'll load up the token. If they want to trade both Spellbinders for the token, I think I'm fine with that. Okay. So that's what they decide to do. Good. And now it's just like a top deck war, I feel like. I don't know. They must have had a better play last turn with all this mana. These cards must just be subpar. Okay, would be nice to find a land like our opponent. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So do I load up the 6/6, go up to 8/8? They could trade, but it would wipe their entire board. Do I turn on the Faceless Haven and slam with the Faceless Haven? So they have to block. You know what? I think I do. They have a Faceless Haven too, though. I have to be careful. Yeah, I'm not feeling good about that activation now that I'm looking at it. So if I attack like this, if I attack with everything, what do they do? That just feels stupid. Oh man, my brain is too slow these days. Yeah, they're not too pressured by this. You know what? I'm going to hold back the Faceless Haven. I was thinking I wanted to throw it into the mix, but no. Now the crackback's going to be awfully bad because I turned on that Faceless Haven. I never should have. Doing my actions before thinking. That's fine. Okay. So they're still, well, they're not dead in the air because of the flyer, but they need to find something soon. And at least we can play out these next turn. Alright, what does Kaya do? Exile target non-land permanent. Yep, that's just what the doctor ordered, right? Don't know about that attack. Portable Hole, not the worst. Gonna go after Kaya. They want to give me both creatures, that's fine. Just one. I like that a lot more than the double block there. I like Portable Hole. It can get the token, which is always great. Got to imagine that's what they're going to exile. Oh, okay.
You'll be fine. Trust me.
Well, I guess it's just go for lethal next turn, right? So, Portable Hole, eat the Inkling, and then swing face with everything. Okay, not over yet. I shouldn't say anything. Okay. Sketchy all around. Again, some things doesn't feel right to me. I think I'm a little bit out of practice. I've been all messed up. All right, one more. Okay, last one with Orzhov Angels. I mean, the deck feels good, but I think I don't know if it's my play. Something's off. Something's definitely off. Opponent gets to go first again. I'm gonna try to keep this one. Hopefully, maybe these. Of course, had to end with the mono white aggro matchup. So probably gonna go 0-3 against mono white in this league or this little video. Yeah. Well, maybe I should just Portable Hole the Aspirant before things get way out of control with this monk. But this monk's already going to be a problem. This card is so good. Which, like I said, I do have this deck lined up to be played very soon. What do you take? Probably the Aspirant. Or Apparition. Yeah. Get in for 2, and that's a good little clock. But I don't hate the Portable Hole. Something. Hopefully not another land. Not one, please. Okie doke. Well, definitely gonna have to be taking care of that in a couple of turns. It's good. There's no way I'm blocking it, so I may as well just get in for 2 damage. I think I'm just going to take the 5 damage hit, go down to 6, and then Skyclave next turn. And then hopefully the Retribution is going to be able to maybe get a few creatures with the second verse, which it's looking that way now. Okay, sure. And that's fantastic. So, eat the old Spellbinder. Attack in with both angels. And murder this. So we got 12 damage coming in the air next turn if they're not able to do anything against these angels, and we have a vanishing verse. Not enough. That's fantastic. What a performance at the end. Opponent got stuck on lands, and that's a little bit of a shame, but hey, I need it right now. Go to a wrap up. All right, so the Orzhov Angel deck, I think it actually ended up performing better than I was kind of thinking it did. I think I only lost 3 games, maybe match 2, match 3 against Mono White, and then I think it was match 5 against the Dimir Control. Otherwise, things went okay. There were some games that were quite close, some games where the opponents had troubles. You know, that's the usual story. We had trouble with mana in one. Oh, maybe we did lose 4, because I think there was a game where I got stuck on 3 lands. I can't remember what game that was. It might have been the Dimir Control matchup, though. Anyways, overall the deck is super strong. You know, there are a lot of great cards in the deck. The retribution is absolutely absurd. Making an angel, then that second verse just really puts the card over the top. And then if you make it to the third verse with like 2 creatures on the field, you're probably going to win. And we could see that in the final game that I played. It was just incredibly impactful and powerful. Where the deck I think is the weakest is probably in its early game with turns 1 and turn 2. The drops are not so great, and on turn 3, if you play out your Righteous Valkyrie and they're able to answer it immediately, things are not going to go very well for you. Overall, though, I think the deck is super solid and something to keep an eye on. I want to keep playing it, probably learn it a little bit better, and probably be able to climb the ladder pretty quickly with it once it resets in a couple of hours, I believe. Anyways, that's it for now. Take care and see you in the next one. Bye bye.